the new OG Super HD dryer. I want to tell you a few of the features before I blow this out. This is this is my favorite dryer ever. The ergonomics of this for a hairstylist are so far advanced than other dryers. When I hold this, the weight is here in my hand. There's no weight up here on top. And if you are shopping for a dryer, that's something very important to look for, because if the weight is here, I want you to see the alignment with my arm and my wrist. I'm holding it this way, but if the weight were here, it would cause the dryer to start to turn in my hand. And once the dryer starts to drop, because the weight being there, all of a sudden you see what happens to my wrist. We don't want that. We want the alignment. So thank you, Olivia Garden, for this. It's great. If you are a hairstylist, you would really appreciate that they gave hairstylists opportunities to be a part of the development. Many of us worked with the engineering team in designing this dryer, so we're so excited about it. And another thing that's great for those of us who hold blow dryers a lot is it only weighs 13 ounces. And then another cool thing, and then I'll get to the hair because that's what I know I'm supposed to be teaching, but I get excited about my tools too. See the way this design is? The air blows straight in from here. It pulls air in and forces it out the front. So it blows with a lot of power. There are 3 power settings for the strength and 3 for the heat. But the reason it's able to force the air out so quickly is because this small dryer still has 1875 watts, and that pulls a lot of power into it. So we're glad to have that. Let me just turn around and introduce you to Bella. This is Bella Claire, my niece, and she is a beauty, if I say so myself. Okay, Bella, I'm going to turn you back around and demonstrate how to get the blowout smooth the way we did. I'm trying, guys. I know that a blow dryer makes noise on a video, so I'm not going to just have the blow dryer going the whole time, because I want you to be able to hear what I'm teaching. So I'm going to talk about it, demonstrate it, turn the dryer off, and then talk about it again. So I'm using today, where did I lay that? Oh, Bella has it. I'm using the New Cycle paddle brush. This one has, as you can, if I'll hold it close and you can actually see, it has nylon bristles and a synthetic boar bristle. And the purpose in that is for vegan-friendly people. This is a vegan-free brush, and it was developed in India, where a lot of the people there do not want to use boar bristle, but they want the effect of boar. So we were actually able to find a fiber and develop a synthetic boar that works the same as a boar brush. And as you can see, it really did get her hair that smooth. Now I'm going to demonstrate here. What I'm going to do is, let me part that off. Bella, I pulled a little too much hair out. I'm going to work with a section that's about 1 inch deep. Let me clip this in the way. Now, the best way to do it, the best way that works for me, I've tried a lot of different ways. I'm going to take that hair. I start at the top with my paddle bristle brush. I lay the brush on the hair, then I take my thumb, I go underneath, hold the hair that way, and now I have the concentrator on the dryer, and I'm blowing from above, and I'm blowing straight down blowing the hair straight down, but because I'm gripping the hair, I have full control. I almost let her hair get too dry, but I think it's okay. So I'm going to continue to stretch, and so by doing it this way and blowing down into it, I don't have flyaways blowing out all over her head. And that's an important part of this. So as you can see, well, I left a little wave at the top. Let me go back and just get that spot. Okay. And then when I get to the end, I'm taking my New Cycle round brush, and I'm going to turn that in under with this brush. Bella needs a trim, so her ends are a little harder to pull through the brush, but we're good. So I'm gonna brush that, smooth it, and there you go. Perfectly straight, smooth. Oh, there's a piece I didn't catch. Let me get it. I'll grab it with this brush and just smooth down. Now, I'm gonna Bella, can you hold the dryer for me a minute, please? I'm gonna brush over that so that you can actually see that smooth, pretty surface. And it's so
super light.
It is super light.
It's very light.
Well, tell me what you like about it, Bella.
It's unlike any other dryer I think I've ever had used on me at a salon before. Salons that I've went to in the past, they've had products that I've used at home, like the same hair dryers that I've had. So using this, it's so different. My hair is silky and it's smooth and it's not frizzy at all.
Right, exactly. And it is like, and do you see what I meant about when you're holding it, it doesn't fall over? Yeah, and it's easy to hold, right?
I would love to use this at my house.
Well, guess what? You can order it on oliviagarden.com.
I'm going to have to do it when I leave here then.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what all my guests say in the salon. Everybody loves this dryer. Okay, so let me turn Bella this way now, and I will do this side section. And you know, normally the sides, especially around the hairline, are a lot curlier. So I'm going to take her hair, and you'll see this even dries those tiny little hairs around the hairline. Okay. Let's see, this one, I almost have to be ambidextrous. I'm trying to do this in a way that the viewers can see the dryer and not see my arm in the way. Let me figure this out the other direction. Okay, so again, I'm taking the brush, I'm laying it in right at the scalp, taking my thumb, holding the hair, just like that. Now I'm going to take the dryer and blow from the top. And guys, this one really is a challenge for me because I'm left-handed. I'm doing this right-handed. So it's going to work, but it just, you can do it, guys. You can use both hands, and it really works best in the salon that way. So here we go. Yes. Okay. Now I'll take this one and finish off the ends. Right there and just out. So I'm not really as good with my right hand as I am with my left, but you can see it's really smooth and straight from both sides. And one thing, I'll drop this again so that you can see again the difference in how curly her hair is versus how straight we're getting it with the dryer and these new cycle brushes. And one thing that's cool about the brushes, there are several of them. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk with my head to the back. I was grabbing all the brushes. There are round brushes in different sizes. There's a flat paddle. There's a vent brush, the boar bristle, synthetic boar. And these brushes, as well as other brushes that are coming out, are made from recycled materials. Our company is very important about the footprint we leave on this earth. And the fun, I love stories, guys, so I hope you do too. The story behind these brushes is the recycled story. They're made from all recycled materials. Now, Bella, you're a college student, so you probably think this is cool. Okay, so the hard plastics come from like refrigerators, appliances, those kind of things. The soft plastics come from tennis shoes and toys and that kind of thing. The only part of these brushes that isn't made from recycled materials right now is the bristles, but we're working on technology to make that happen. There is some technology out there for it, but it's not quite up to the standard of quality that Olivia Garden is known for with their brushes. So once that technology is perfected, we'll also have recycled materials in the bristles. Now, let's finish this blowout. You good? All right. So, while I'm parting this, how important is that to you that our brushes are made from recycled materials and we're helping to conserve the earth?
I think it's just very professional in my opinion, because like I said, no other hair product or that I've ever used, I think have ever been like that. Like I was saying, like I feel like earlier, like other salons I've been to, their hairbrushes are like the same ones I have at my house, and it's nothing compared to that.
Girl, we are gonna sign you up for OG. You guys, I promise I'm not paying her. She's not a spokesperson for the company. She's my niece, and we're having fun together. So let's finish drying her hair. Where's that dryer? Oh, I lay things around. I get a little mixed up when I'm working online. Okay, so let's start here. This is a pretty curly piece in the front. Turn you a little to the side so they can see that curl and see what happens when I put the dryer and the brush on it. Okay, once again, I lay the brush in, take my thumb, grip the hair, and start to pull down. And as I do, I'm stretching the hair and blowing. Now before I start that, let me say I did use a heat protectant and a smoothing cream to blow with, a blowout cream. It's amazing to be stretching and blowing and just watch curly hair go straight. But the cool part about this is we don't really need to use a flat iron, so we're using less heat on this curly hair. And for a lot of curly hair people, that's really important. The less heat, the better, because we want to protect the integrity of the curl as well. And heat's fine on curly hair, but you just don't need to overheat it. And that's what a lot of people have done, and that's why they struggle with maintaining the curl. Now with Bella's hair, that section I just took down, it was a thinner section, so I just did the whole section, the top and mid shaft. Now I'm going to go in and do the ends with the round brush in that section. So if she just wants to wear it straight, there it is. Or we can take this brush, hold this hair, take it back a little, and it has a cool shot. I'm going to press the cool shot button. Ooh, I didn't mean to blow that in your face. I was looking at the camera. Sorry. Press the cool shot button. Hold on there a minute. Kind of twist and release. And now, that's going back. Let me take that little piece. Take it back. Cool shot that too. Okay, so that is how we would take that and kind of push it back. Now let's do the other side. Same way. And let me turn the camera this way now since I'm working from this side. People have personal preferences. Some people actually like to take the round brush and work from the scalp down and blow up above the round brush. I've done that and it works fine. For me personally, I have more control with the paddle brush because I can hold it and grip it better in my hand. So either or is fine. But my personal choice is the paddle brush, so that's what I'm using. So now, I've about let her hair get too dry, but I think it's still damp enough to be able to do this, which is actually a testimony to the tools, the brush and the dryer, because a lot of times when hair is this dry, it's harder to stretch. Now in this case, Bella's curl, she's probably like a 3B, 3C. She has a lot of curl, but her hair is so fine that it makes it a little easier to stretch. I have done the same technique with similar brushes, other OG brushes on, look on my Instagram, it's Detra Shalee, DetraShalee, that's Instagram, and on that video, there's a girl with really tight, coarse, not super coarse, but coarse, much coarser hair than this, that I was able to smooth just as well. So now I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna brush over, oh, back to, okay guys, I'm gonna use my right hand again. Let's see, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna grip the hair with in the brush with my thumb. Now I'm holding the dryer above and stretching as I go. Okay, now take the next section. Okay, I'm going to split that in two. That section's a little thick. I'll lay this over. And take the brush, lay it into the hair, grip with my thumb, and pull. So I'm stretching again. I'm going over these pieces that have lightener. There's a little more frizz in those areas, so I'm just kind of working that. So I laid it down, and there's a little flyaways, so I'm actually taking my hand and smoothing those flyaways while the hair is warm, and that is a really good tip. If you noticed before that the flyaways were popping out, you can see that they're not now. That laid them down. And if I had a little oil or smoothing cream on my hands when I did that, it would lay it down even better. So now I'm gonna go one more time on this front. Take the dry right here. Stretching this. Now, I'll take the round brush, and actually this one, I'll take the ends kind of back and under. Got one little piece that has lightener on it, wants to frizz. I'm working it though, I'm gonna get that out. I don't know about you guys, I live in the South where it's really, really humid. So to have natural curly hair, and actually it's raining today too. So to have naturally curly hair on a rainy day and be able to blow it out this smooth is quite a feat. Wouldn't you say so, Bella?
Yes.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Yes. So now I take the paddle brush and kind of brush through. Can you see it in the camera?
Smooth.
You like it?
I love it.
Good.
So smooth and not frizzy at all.
No. Run your hands through it too. I want you to feel it. Doesn't it feel good?
It feels like I just straightened it.
Oh, wow. Okay.